This week on Fishing the Arrowhead, we'll be out on Loon Lake. Loon Lake's about 10 miles south of Aurora. Now we're going to be trying to fishing for some largemouth bass here. The DNR net says they caught quite a few of them in the 15 to 18 inch range, so since bass are kind of net shy, it's a pretty good indicator that there's quite a good population in here. So we're going to be throwing some Carolina rigs with some live worms and with some Berkeley gulp worms. Trying to coax some out of these lilies here. Hopefully we'll get a few.
Loon Lake is a 290-acre lake located 10 miles south of Aurora, Minnesota. There is a township-owned gravel boat launch suitable for small and big boats. This lake is 85 feet deep with amazingly clear water that is 22 feet clarity. This lake holds some nice pike and largemouth bass. There are also some nice walleyes to speak of. Fish the weed lines with a Carolina rig and you'll be sure to have fun catching some bass. There's a nice reef on the south end of the lake that will most likely holds walleyes and may produce with some speed trolling. This is a beautiful lake for fishing and boat rides. Take the kids along and catch endless bluegills next to the lily pads as well. This is a fun lake that's well worth your time.
All right, we're here right off the landing and Frank's got our first bass. And not very big, but first one of the summer.
Yeah, this is the first one of the summer. Water's pretty clear here and lots of cover for these guys right outside the launch here.
And you can see this is going to be growing over pretty good here in a month.
Anyway, they have to work to get this barb out, but he just hit like a vengeance, just smashed this thing. But didn't fight much after that, but still a good time. Always fun to catch.
Yeah, that's fun.
Hey,
all right.
There we go, Timmy.
Yeah, Tim landed into a jumper here.
I'm proud of you, Tim.
I think this is the first bass I've seen you catch.
I caught that one out on yellowfin.
Yeah, that smallmouth. That don't count.
Just in case anybody wants to know, a good bass rig is split shot up about, I don't know, I'd say 3 feet maybe. And then just hook the worm right through the top of the hook. Slide the worm all the way up to the top of your hook and then hook the worm in the middle of the body. And then just kind of float it back from the shoreline. That always seems to be the best.
And Frank thought he had a little bass on. Turns out it's a nice bluegill. So, got the little worm on, and they don't discriminate either. They like the worm.
Fat.
Yeah, that's a fat bluey.
Size of my palm, so if you wanted to, you could probably fillet this guy.
Yeah, he'd be an eater. I'm just gonna zoom in on him here. Just the really pretty colors. Yeah, it's a nice fish.
Yep, toss him on back. Tim's got one here. I wonder if he's got a northern here or a nice bass. Whatever it is, it's fighting pretty good.
Hey, it's a
Nice bass, Tim. Nothing gigantic, but Tim's coming through and he's out fishing us.
Yeah, we seen the weeds here. We figured we'd come give it a shot. Looked like habitat for bass. So,
Why don't you hold that guy up, Tim? Yeah, nice fish. Nothing giant, but a good fight for you. Let's get a few more. Tim's got a jumper here.
yeah, we got a leaper. There he is. Here you go.
We're fighting the wind here and we're fishing about the only weeds we can find. Holding some bass, but hate to say it, but we might have been fooled by this lake. The numbers look good for bass, but there's a lot of rocks in here and a lot of drop-offs. Might be better for walleyes. But Tim's got a few, and that's another nice fish. Decent little fight. Would you hold him up here for us, Tim? Nice bass, Tim.
All right, Frank's having his turn now.
Ooh, he inhaled this thing. This guy was hungry. Seems to be a lot of these here in this probably 12-inch size. They're good fighters. Bass are fun to catch. keep plugging away here. Pat finally broke the ice here and caught his first one. And
It's a bass with a lot of weeds is what it is.
we got a big cluster going on here.
Well, those weeds put up a good fight.
That's a nice bass though.
Yeah, not bad.
Did you catch him on a daredevil?
I did. And I can't complain. Now I can say I didn't get skunked.
Nice fish.
Thanks.
All right, Tim just hammered one here. What you got there, Tim?
Another little bass.
Been pretty slow here, but we're catching them. Not tons of them, but
They're all about this size, nothing bigger. They sure are fun.
Tim's got one here. Just a monster hit on the edge of the weeds. And just the same size.
Yeah, I would have thought that one was going to be bigger.
Yeah, I just bent his pole.
Just, it was fury. But yeah, just that same size, that same age group in here.
A lot of them.
All right. Got a little northern on here. Yeah, he hit it aggressively, but he is tiny. I've been throwing the spoon for probably a good hour and a half here, so.
So it's about time is what you're saying.
Yeah, not much luck at all. If you look at the netting, and wow, he's feisty. If you look at the netting data on this lake, there's just lots of big northerns. So I was really a bit disappointed that I haven't had much luck, but a little one now, but hoping for bigger. And I'm gonna have to go in after this hook. I'll conclude our show here on Loon Lake. We did lay into lots of bass, just what we came for, but we were also coming for big northerns, and that just didn't happen. I'm not sure if they're out in the deeper water right now since it's still pretty cold and haven't moved in shallow yet. But it's also a really deep lake. I think max depth is about 85 feet, so maybe they're just accustomed to living deep too in this lake. But we have only covered about half the lake, just not enough hours in the day. And noticed a lot of this habitat is, or a lot of the shore and everything's rocky, sand, and just great walleye habitat, you would think. So I'm thinking there's probably a little more walleye in here than the DNR website shows, but like I said, we didn't really get a chance to cover that, nor did we really expect that coming here. So I'd like to give this lake another shot some other time, but like I said, not enough hours in the day, and that'll end tonight's show.